Tonight,
I think this year has been, a trying year because of the economy.
Mayor of Cold Lake Craig Copeland reflects on the highs and lows from this past year.
This is Newcap News with Nicole Stilger.
And it's been a year of highs and lows for the city of Cold Lake, from the 2 pilots killed in separate incidents from the base to the many events and new developments in town to spur the local economy. Adam MacVicker sat down with Mayor Craig Copeland to talk about what his city has had to face.
Well, Mayor Copeland, I appreciate you taking the time to sit down with me this afternoon. And I guess my first question for you, what are some highlights of 2016?
I think this year has been, a trying year because of the economy. We've had a lot of people, as everybody is in Alberta, a lot of people laid off, unemployed. So it's been a lot of stresses out there, but council going into this 2016, we really anticipated that we're in a downturn economy. That's why we kept the property tax flat. We've dealt with a lot of people that can't pay property tax, can't pay their taxes. I mean, that's how dire some families are right now. And so we've tried to work with people that can't pay their property tax, to work with them on a payment plan. But that's why we kept the transit system in the city of Cold Lake free. We realized that people are hurting, so we've continued in 2016 the transit going for free. But we've had a lot of construction going on this year. We've had we're trying to stimulate the economy as best we can. So between us and the federal government, in terms of a lot of projects on the airbase themselves, have really stimulated a little bit of construction activity in Cold Lake.
So what have you been hearing from the locals?
We've done a lot of changes to the way business is done in Alberta, and so now, businesses are worried, of course, for the future. Is investment going to come into our province in a significant way? We're kind of blessed in our community with the airbase, with the four-wing Cold Lake, stabilizes our economy on times like now when the oil patch really got hit in the head. And so now the issue is that we're seeing Saskatchewan get a little bit more busier in the oil patch, and we're not really seeing that necessarily in a big way here in Cold Lake, although recently with the announcement from Cenovus is encouraging. We're hoping that the Imperial Oil expansion plans that they have will get through the energy regulator, get approved in 2017, and that might be our big, huge project in 2018, 2019, where it'll stimulate our economy in a big way.
Moving along from that kind of stuff, what are some more positives Cold Lake has seen over the past year?
Was the air show. I think the air show that was put on by the Four-Wing Cold Lake and the city being a big, huge supporter of that financially, and all the other sponsors. It was just a great show. We did have that tragedy on a Sunday, but the whole traffic and parking issues, there was none. I mean, we really rebranded that air show. The people behind the show did a fabulous job, and so that's going to be every second year. We're going to continue that, and so the wing commander and his staff deserve just a lot of credit for putting on a great show. They're going out right now marketing to try to bring in the top performers they can for the 2018 show. So, and we also had some good concerts over the year coming into Cold Lake. We try to do about 4 good shows a year in our city.
Now, I guess looking forward to 2017, what are some goals you guys have as a community?
The big goal for the city of Cold Lake is the provincial government wants to have a discussion about ID 249, and so that is going to be our big challenge in 2017 is what does that conversation look like? And so if the government is looking at changing that money coming to the city, it could have huge impacts in our community going forward. And that deal was to make sure that the city was sustainable forever. And it looks like that conversation's, they want to reopen that conversation. And so big concern on our city council on that. That could really change the look of the city and what it can be in the future.
Well, Mayor Copeland, as always, I appreciate the time this afternoon. Thank you so much for answering the questions, and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
And now to a generous donation from staff at the Lloydminster Hospital and the Prairie North Health Region, 100 backpacks filled with necessities for the Olive Tree to go to the border cities less fortunate.
What better way to do it at Christmas when it's a spirit of giving? Everyone was very generous in giving many items here. Some of the businesses in town worked together with us to provide backpacks as well as the physicians, and it really came together well.
The backpacks are stuffed with clothing like hats, mitts, and socks, as well as hygiene products and nutrition bars. Major needs for those struggling during the cold winter months. The backpacks will be distributed at the Olive Trees supper on the 22nd.
The only way we really work is to have the community come together and pour back out into the community. So to have this resource at our fingertips when we see a family or child that we're partnering with, to be able to give them this, it's just amazing.
Lorenz says it's not only the local homeless in need this year. Because of the economy, the Olive Tree sees many families who've fallen on hard times. And the Lloydminster Parade of Lights is right around the corner, and it's promising to be bigger and better than last year. The event gets underway this Thursday at 7 p.m. and will feature a variety of vehicles decorated in lights.
And what people are doing is decorating their semis, trucks, cars, trailers, anything they can, and they're entering them in the parade. And we have them go down Highway 17 and up 49th Ave.
The parade will start southbound on 57th Street, travel to 46th Street, where it will turn east on 49th Street, and then head back to the Lloyd X grounds, where there will be a bunch of activities for children of all ages. All the proceeds for this event will go back towards children in the area.
I'm very excited to say that the donations get to stay here in our local community, and they get to go to children. And so that's going towards the pediatric ward at the Lloydminster Hospital, and that's sponsored through the Lloydminster Regional Health Foundation.
LeBlanc encourages people to get their parade spots early and to not park their cars on the route. More information can be found on their Facebook page. Well, we have a cat and a dog up for adoption in the last pet project before Christmas. Rudy is a 2-year-old domestic short-haired cat. Spice is a 1-year-old Border Collie Siberian cross. Here's John from the SPCA.
This holiday season, the Lloydminster and District SPCA is hoping to make it one to remember for the animals in the shelter by giving them the best gift of all, a new home. That's why from now until December 31st, we are hosting the Home for the Holidays adoption event, where all adult cats are adoption fee waived, kittens are only $50, and adult dogs are only $100. There are so many amazing animals waiting to meet their forever families, including Rudy. Rudy is a 2-year-old domestic short-haired cat who has a heart of gold. He absolutely adores people. Big or small, it doesn't matter to Rudy. As long as someone is spending time with him, he's happy as can be. Although 2 years old, Rudy is still very much a kitten inside. He absolutely loves to play with toys and explore his new surroundings. But unlike a kitten, he's far more gentle. After a long day of exercise and adventure, Rudy loves nothing more than to curl up on your lap for a long winter's nap. If you are looking for a wonderful cat to make the season bright, then you just have to stop by the SPCA and meet Rudy today. Want to add a little spice to your Christmas? Then you just have to meet Spice, a 1-year-old Border Collie Siberian Husky cross. This girl is sweet as can be and has won over the hearts of everyone she's met. Spice is a very quiet girl who is content just to lay by your side and get some extra love and attention. Spice enjoys the company of dogs and people alike. Everyone is a friend to her, and she'll show it with tons of love and affection. Whether you're looking to add another dog to your family or have Spice all to yourself, she is truly a wonderful dog that will fill your heart with joy this holiday season. So don't delay, visit the SPCA and meet Spice today.
This is New Cap Sports.
Well, Saturday marked the final game at the World Junior A Challenge in Bonnyville, and the event's success meant Team USA was not the only winner. The town of Bonnyville lived up to the tall order of providing a first-class experience to all tournament goers, a sentiment echoed in comments from the people on the ice.
You know, we were treated great by Boston Pizza, unbelievable meals, great hotel, and the rink and the atmosphere was fantastic the entire week.
It's been amazing. Bonnyville, they've opened all their hotels and stuff up for us, so it's just great to have a nice community like that to support such a great event.
I can't say enough about how we were treated here. The people were fantastic. The volunteers and the committee were unbelievable people, and you know, they should be very, very proud of how they handled this tournament.
Co-chair of the event, Rob Hunter, was quick to deflect praise to those who really drove the tournament's success.
The volunteers we've had have just made it an absolutely amazing experience for everyone involved, whether it's the fans or the athletes. Really, to me, it has been the best event I've ever been at, and I've been at almost 30 Hockey Canada events now. This is the best. The people of Bonnyville have done me so proud.
Close to 20,000 people came through the doors at the R.J. Lalonde Arena during the week-long event. Well, getting locked up in a jail cell is not a regular occurrence for the Lloydminster Bobcats, thank goodness. But in this week's Beyond the Boards, Drew Miller stops by the SPCA to visit some inmates at the jail and bail.
Christmas came early for some pets at the SPCA as they had some new cats to play with. Bobcats, that is.
It's not the best being stuck in a pretty small space, but with pretty great dog right now, so that helps a lot.
The SPCA held their annual Jail and Bail fundraiser, and the Lloydminster Bobcats decided to get involved for donations.
It is a great cause, and I think that all these animals here deserve a good home, so I think it's nice that we're doing this.
It was an easy decision for the players, even though they would be locked up in a jail cell.
I really like animals, and I think that any animals that are in a shelter, obviously they're going to need donations to keep the shelter running, keep the animals warm in the wintertime and fed. So, just me having a dog and 2 cats at home, just wanted to kind of give back to the community a little bit.
The Lloydminster Bobcats are huge to the community, and being able to come and support a cause like this is important.
We work very closely with the Bobcats, and we have a great partnership. So seeing the players coming out and being here and supporting the SPCA and just giving some extra love and attention to the animals as well. And you can really tell the animals are enjoying it too. So yeah, it's wonderful to see, and we're so happy to have such great community relationships.
The Bobcat organization raised over $1,500, while the whole event raised over $25,000. Drew Miller, Newcap Sports.